All right, so now Shikasis is joining us with the City Business News. Good morning, Na.
Good morning, Bernard. Hello and welcome to the breakfast edition of the City Business News, proudly brought to you by MTN, Goil and EcoBank. I'm Nashika Caesar. Coming up, investors of Ghana old gold coin record a rise in its value as gold prices fluctuate globally. Also coming up, Chamber of Oil Marketing Companies dismiss claims that gold for oil policy significantly contributed to reduction in fuel prices. And later, President John Mahama appoints Kwesi Afrɛ-Baini as the new Director General of the Social Security and National Insurance Trust, SNIT. The details of our stories now. The Chamber of Oil Marketing Companies, COMAC, has dismissed claims that a gold for oil policy, G4O policy, significantly contributed to the reduction in fuel prices in Ghana. Instead, the Chamber attributes the decline to global market dynamics, which naturally adjusts after major disruptions. More in the following report by City Business News' Daniel Sakiti.
Ghana introduced the gold for oil policy in December 2022, with its first consignment arriving in January 2023. The initiative aimed to stabilize fuel prices by using gold to purchase petroleum products. However, the Chamber of Oil Marketing Companies asserts that the program accounted for just 10% of the nation's monthly fuel consumption at its inception and only covered about 30% at its peak. Despite claims that the gold for oil policy led to lower ex-pound prices, COMAC maintains that fuel prices already declined before the first shipment arrived. Ex-pound prices in Ghana followed the same trend, with petrol and diesel decreasing from 16 cedis 57 pesos and 23 cedis per litre in November 2022 to 11 cedis 90 pesos and 11 cedis 96 pesos per litre by June 2023. COMAC insists that the pattern suggests international market conditions rather than the gold for oil policy were the primary drivers of the price reductions. The Chamber also disputes assertions that the gold for oil policy played a significant role in reducing inflation from 54% in 2022 to 23% in 2025. COMAC says given that the program had limited effect on fuel prices and its import volumes declined over time, attributing a 50% drop in inflation to the gold for oil policy is seen as misleading.
That report was filed by Daniel Sakiti. Now, Ghanaians who invested in the Ghana gold coin at its launch on November 26, 2024, have seen a rise in its value as gold prices fluctuate globally. Investors could be cashing out not less than 1,000 cedis profit. We have more in this report.
A price comparison between November 26 and February 11 shows an appreciation in the coin's cedi value, influenced by global gold prices and exchange rate movements. Currently, the 1 ounce coin is priced at a little over 46,000 cedis, up from the 25,000 cedis, while the half ounce and quarter ounce coins have risen to 23,700 cedis and 12,300 cedis respectively, from their initial prices of 22,400 cedis and 11,100 cedis. Investors who bought the gold coin at the launch have gained over 1,300 cedis per ounce. On November 24, 2024, the London Bullion Market Association PM gold price stood a little over $2,600 with a cedi dollar exchange rate at 15 cedis 8 pesos. By February 11, 2025, gold has surged to $2,874, while the cedi dollar rate adjusted to 15 cedis 45 pesos. The increase in gold prices has helped offset exchange rate fluctuations, making the gold coin an attractive option for investors looking to hedge against currency depreciation and tap into Ghana's rich gold reserves.
You heard the City Business News' Emmanuel Opon with that report. Moving on, Ghanaian businessman and majority shareholder of the defunct Heritage Bank, Seydou Agongo, has indicated that the Bank of Ghana had no legitimate grounds for revoking the bank's license. During the 2019 financial sector cleanup, the central bank cited concerns over the source of Heritage Bank's capital and governance issues as reasons for the revocation. Speaking on Face-to-Face on ChannelOne TV with Umaru Sanda, Mr. Agongo maintained that he would wait to see if the system would eventually restore the bank.
Not alone, but at least, like, we know each other. I don't know what you're getting. We know each other. And if you know me very well, hardly does somebody come to me and request for something, I'll decline it. Because I ask myself, out of 31 million Ghanaians, it's me you've come to. Why would I decline you?
So the BOG issued a statement explaining why all the banks were collapsed. You're saying that yours was not genuine?
No, mine was not genuine.
But as we speak, that bank remains collapsed. What's your plan? Would you apply for it to be revived?
No, we'll work with the system to see how best they can.
Whether they can get the license back?
Yes.
What about the assets? Did they give some back to you?
No, nothing.
So you lost everything?
I lost everything.
How much capital was it that you put in there?
I used $60 million to open Heritage Bank.
So you've lost $60 million?
Yes, I used $60 million to open Heritage Bank.
Mr. Seydou Agongo also expressed concerns over a hostile business climate, citing the challenges he faced with state prosecutors following a transaction with Ghana Cocoa Board, which case the current Attorney General has withdrawn.
Some of these issues have to look at critically because Ghana, as a country, we are just 31 million people. We cannot survive without investors. Investors are only guaranteed with the law. I'll convince an investor to come, but the investor will look at the laws. What sort of laws protect my investment? Protect me as a business person? If such laws are not looked at, I don't think anybody will be interested in investing in Ghana. Because, when it comes to criminal cases, I think the demeanor of the witnesses is also part of the case in determining whether he's guilty or he's not guilty. So if the case goes to another judge, the judge has to have an entirety, because you are looking at my freedom. You are looking at me committing a crime and sentence me, which makes me become an ex-convict. So why destroy me?
That was Seydou Agongo, who is a Ghanaian businessman and a majority shareholder of the defunct Heritage Bank. Moving on, President John Dramani Mahama has appointed Kwesi Afre-Baini as the new Director General of the Social Security and National Insurance Trust, SNIT, with Adam Sule taking over as Deputy Director General in charge of Operations and Benefits. These appointments follow the revocation of Kofi Bosompem Osafo-Mafo's position as the Director General of SNIT. City Business News understands that the contract of his 3 deputies have also been terminated. Still, an appointment to energy strategist Dr. Yusuf Sulemana has been appointed as the new managing director of the Tema Oil Refinery. Dr. Sulemana officially took on his new role on Monday, February 10, 2025, following a warm welcome by the refinery management. Meanwhile, Engineer Julius Pekpena has been appointed acting managing director of the Electricity Company of Ghana. Prior to his appointment, Engineer Pekpena was the former director of engineering at the ECG before moving to the Millennium Development Authority. To some other stories now, Grace Mobility Ghana is urging the government to waive taxes and duties on imported electric vehicles to make them more affordable for Ghanaians. The appeal comes as the company officially opens its showroom in Accra, introducing cutting-edge EVs designed to transform transportation in the Ghanaian market. These vehicles aim to address rise in fuel costs, environmental concerns, and public health challenges. Speaking on the development, the Chief Executive Officer of Grace Mobility Ghana, Sabhi Akkad, stressed the need for policies that support the adoption of sustainable transportation solutions.
The cost to cover the same number of kilometers is about 50% cheaper than fueling your car with petrol or diesel. However, to make this vision a reality, we need the support of the President and his government. We urge the government to assist in making electric vehicles more accessible by introducing lower interest rates, especially for electric vehicles, providing tax and duty exemptions to reduce their costs and make them affordable to the public. Unfortunately, since we started with the brake and cleared the car, a big part of the pricing is related to the taxes and the VAT, a very, very, very big part. While we were working on having the car affordable with the manufacturers, we were hit with a very high duty here called luxury duty. I mean, because it's a luxury item, which is not these days, as we all know. In addition, we call on the government and stakeholders to collaborate with us, transforming Ghana in a hub for e-mobility. Part of our plan includes expanding the electric vehicle charging network.
Sabia Kad is the Chief Executive Officer of Ghs Mobility Ghana. Now let's have a quick market check on the currency board across some forex bureaus. The dollar is being sold at 15 cedis 7 pesos. The British pound is going for 19 cedis 2 pesos, and the euro at 16 cedis 1 pesos. Remember that these are the rates being offered by the forex bureaus to the public. And that's all for the breakfast edition of the City Business News, proudly brought to you by MTN, Coil, and EcoBank. I'm Nashika Caesar. Many thanks for your company. Do have a great business day.
Every day, people have money emergencies.